Easy friends, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about all of the books I read in the month of July, and I am very excited to tell you all about them. There is no spice or anything explicit in these books, but that doesn't mean that there isn't any trigger warnings, so make sure that you check for those so that you can go in fully knowing. If I can remember them, I'll definitely be telling you as I go through each book. The very first book that I have is The Devil Play by Anna Conwell. I discovered her not that long ago, and I am absolutely obsessed with her writing. She writes some of the most amazing, swoon-worthy characters, and I highly recommend checking out her books. This was not my first one this year. It was actually my fourth one, and I am just so excited that I am finally getting to binge all of her books. Now, she also has another series that I'm very excited for. I cannot wait to jump into all of her other books, and this one was very amazing. I highly recommend it. I rated this one 5 stars. We have a grumpy sunshine romance. It has all of the sizzling chemistry without any of the spice. This is part of the series called More Than a Game. All the books in this series have to do with men who are in sports. Check this one out. I highly recommend it. Another one that I finished in the month of July was The Concealed, and I absolutely love this one. This one has a little bit of a romantic feel to it. It is definitely young adult. There are no explicit scenes in this book, and I definitely loved how they were able to travel between like two parallel worlds almost, and it was just really good. I would definitely call this a fantasy, kind of like romantasy. If you are a fan of Powerless, I think you would definitely enjoy this one. Book I read after that was The Housemaid's Wedding, and it is a short novella by Frida McFadden. Now this one just felt kind of flat for me. I wasn't expecting it to be such a short novella, which is fine. I mean, that was on me, not the book, but also I was like kind of missing her regular thrillery vibes. This one just kind of felt like meh. I wasn't really interested most of the time, and the ending was just fine. That's all I'm going to say for that one. The book I read after that was the rom-com remake by Jen Atkinson, and I absolutely love her writing. I love the way that she writes, and that one was a soccer romance, and it was just so sweet. I was giggling. I love the female main character. She was just so funny and so lighthearted in a way that I just absolutely loved. She is going into this adventure, I guess you can call it, of finding her true love and recreating different movie scenes, and I just loved her personality. Anything that Jen writes, I'm going to definitely read it. I've rated this one 5 stars, of course, and it was just amazing. By the way, it doesn't have spice, and it is just all clean and good for you to read. The one I read after that is That's Not My Name by Megan Lally, and this is a young adult thriller. I do have to let you know that there are a little bit of like trigger warnings for that one. We have like kidnapping and death. I rated it 3.5 stars. That is not a bad rating for me. I think that that's pretty good, and I know that you guys like me to tell you all of the information in the book, and I do want to let you guys know that there were a few LGBTQ themes. It was a pretty good story. I was definitely shocked by the ending of the book. I was not expecting that, even though I think this was my second time reading this book. I read it because of my physical book club that I have with my friends, and I was still shocked. So obviously I forgot everything about this book. I read it about 2 years ago. The next book that I read in the month of July was this one, and this one is called This Is Me Trying by Ashley Vargas. And this one, I kind of struggled in the beginning, I'm going to be honest with you, to connect with the female main character. She's a little bit snarky, and I kind of had to get used to her personality. After a little while, after I understood her background, I kind of started to understand her a little bit better. Now we have like a grumpy sunshine reverse kind of trope in this one. This does have a little bit of language, but that was everything. This is a closed door read, and I highly recommend this one if you don't mind your characters being a little bit more snarky. This one I rated it 4 stars. And next I read Us in Ruins by Rachel Moore, and I absolutely loved that book. It's really fun to be able to see someone from the past being in the modern world. I always love that. That book did not have any spice. I don't remember it having any language. If it did, it was probably like very little, but I really love that book. You can see the cover is beautiful, and I rated that one 4.5 stars. That one is a true YA. Again, like you guys like me to let you know, there are a few LGBTQ themes in this one, and no trigger warnings that I can remember. After that, I read The Keeper's Witness, and this one I really enjoyed. Have you guys ever read Finley Donovan is Killing It? It kind of just feels kind of like that. The female main character, again, is a little bit on the snarkier side. There is language in this book, and a few of the triggers would be death and a little bit of gore and fighting scenes. We have a very amazing protective male main character, and I definitely enjoyed his character a lot. I did feel like I had to read book number 1 first because this is the second, and I was very curious as to what happened in the beginning. Now, I don't think that you need to know in order to read this one, but you definitely will feel better if you know what happened in book 1 and then continue with this one. This one is by Ashley Warner, and again, I really enjoyed it. I rated this one 4 stars, and if you don't mind language in your books, then this one will be one for you. I think this one is Fade to Black. After that, I started a series called Getting Shipped, and those books are by Savannah Scott, and I have seen her on my TikTok for a while now, and she's just so funny. I absolutely love following her on TikTok as well as on Instagram, and I knew that I had to pick up her books because she's a closer author, so I picked up the very first one, and it is called Friendshipped, and this one is like a best friends to lovers, and I absolutely love that trope when they are friends and they kind of have feelings for each other, but they don't want to tell the other one because they're like, she doesn't feel the same about me. And there is no spice in this book, and there is no language, so that was just perfect for me. That one was my first one that I read. I rated that one 5 stars. After that, I have A Weather Girl's Guide to Love. This book was just absolutely amazing. I will tell you, the writing took me a little bit to get used to because we have like a different kind of font, but this one was so funny. It is a little bit shorter. It has close to not even. It has like 220 something pages, and it was just so cute. This is a Christian sweet rom-com, and it was just so amazing. Let me tell you, this book made me laugh, but it also made me cry a little bit. There is a trigger of like someone passing away in this story, and I think you should know that before you go into it. There is no language in this book. It is so worth the read. I highly recommend this book. This book is by Cassandra Jolie, and I rated this one 5 stars. Everything about this book was just completely amazing. This is the River of Time series, and this one is called Waterfall by Lisa T. Berggren. I absolutely got sucked into this world, and I could not leave it because I didn't only read this one. I just recently finished the other 2 in the series. I was just absolutely in love with this book. So basically, we have an archaeologist who is learning about these tombs, and she is with her daughters. And we have Gabby, who is with her sister, and they go into this tomb, and when they put their hands on the little handprints that they find in the tomb, they are thrown back in time. They are in the 14th century in Italy, and that is not the worst part. The worst part is that they're in the middle of a fierce battle between knights and 2 opposing forces. Of course, they are there, they fall in love, and so many things happen in this book. The way that this book ends is in a way that it makes you want to pick up the next one as soon as you're done with this one. So I highly recommend that you buy the full box set. I finished Waterfall, and then I had to jump into this one right after because I had questions that needed to be answered. Again, this one is book 2 of the River of Time series. This one is called Cascade by Lisa T. Berggren, and I highly recommend these books. Again, this one ended in a way that I felt like I had to pick up the 3rd book as soon as possible. So I highly recommend her books. They are set in the past. They have like time travel. They have a swoony romance. It is just everything that you could want. This one is tabbed as well, and I highly recommend those 2. I rated both of those 5 stars. There is no spice and there is no language. There are faith themes in the book. After that, I read one that I think is going to be a new favorite for me. is because this book was just so good. We have Superior Hearts by Olivia Hope McCarthy, and this book was swoony. This book was just amazing. There were some things in this book that I did not see coming, that I was kind of shocked, and I was like, what is going on right now? You're supposed to be like a romance. And don't get me wrong, it was. And it happens like during a summer camp, and it is just the sweetest thing ever. I loved all of the characters. The kids in this camp was just so sweet to me. The relationship between these two I absolutely loved. I loved seeing the male main character helping the female main character, and in the same way the female main character helping the male main character. It was just so sweet. I highly recommend this book. I was sad when I was done with this one. I did annotate. This one has Catholic themes as well as Christian themes, and I absolutely loved how they tied that together. I loved the prayers throughout this book. It was just perfect. Highly recommend. I rated that one 5 stars, by the way. I am doing my absolute best to get through my physical TBR, and as you can see, I am working on that. I love all the tabs. I'm gonna leave them linked on the description for you guys, as well as all of these books. I'm gonna do a quick rapid fire showing you all the books, telling you my rating and a little bit about them, if they have language, if they have spice, and all that good stuff. Waterfall, no language, no spice, 5 stars. Book number 2 in the River of Time series, no language, no spice, 5 stars. Superior Hearts by Olivia McCarthy, no language, 5 stars. Christian themes and Catholic themes. The Devil Play by Anna Conwell, 5 stars, no language and no Christian themes or anything like that, but so swoony and so worth the read. The Concealed by S.K. Horton. I highly recommend this one, 5 stars. Travel between worlds, fantasy, perfect for young adults. This Is Me Trying by Ashley Vargas. I gave this one 4 stars. We have a grumpy female main character and a swoony male main character. There is language in this book. Keeper's Witness, 4 stars. This one is by Ashley Warner. Mystery, romance. There is cursing in this book, and I do recommend it if you like, again, your character's a little bit snarky and if you enjoy a mystery romance. Weather Girl's Guide to Love by Cassandra Jolie. I highly recommend this one. I rated it 5 stars and I really loved it. There is Christian themes in this book, a little bit sad, but it was so worth the read. I love this book. The ones on my Kindle are The Housemaid's Wedding. I rated that one 3 stars. I wasn't a huge fan. The Rom-Com Remake by Jen Atkinson, 5 stars. That one has no language and no spice, but is so swoony and so funny. That's Not My Name by Megan Lally. I rated that one 3.5 stars. I really did enjoy that one. There is language, no spice. Us in Ruins by Rachel Moore. I did enjoy that one, 4.5 stars. It is a young adult. Only Kisses. Friendship by Savannah Scott. Love that one. No language, no spice, 5 stars. Alright, so your friends, I'm going to link all of these books in the description below if you want to get them. I do make a very, very tiny commission on the purchases that you make, and that really helps me out to continue to make new videos for you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can get all of your clean and closed door reads directly to your phone. I will be sharing more videos with you soon. Love you. I hope you have the best day. Bye, besties.